Hello and welcome. Today, it seems, I have been roped into educating you about the Mun River. Why? Well, apparently, living in Thailand for decades makes me sort of an expert on the subject. Moreover, since you are here, I suppose we had better get on with it. Now, picture this. You are in northeast Thailand, sweating like a pig in a sauna, when suddenly, bam, you stumble upon this enormous ribbon of water slicing its way through the landscape. That, my friends, is the Mun River. Also, before you ask, no, it is not named after a monk's haircut. This watery beast begins its journey in Khao Yai National Park, a lovely spot if you enjoy being eaten alive by mosquitoes while pretending to admire nature. The river starts at a rather respectable altitude of 530 metres. That is 1,740 feet for the Americans, still holding out against the metric system as if it is a matter of national pride. From there, the Mun slithers its way across the Karat Plateau like a drunken snake, eventually joining forces with the mighty Mekong River at Khon Kaen in Ubon Ratchathani province. It is quite a journey, about 673 kilometres long, or for the metric phobic among you, well, do your own maths. Now, here's a fun fact. The Mun River basin spans a whopping 119,180 square kilometres. That is roughly the size of North Korea. Not that I'm suggesting any similarities between the two, although I dare say the river has a better sense of humour than Kim Jong-un. Speaking of humour, let me tell you about the time I tried to navigate this river. It was the rainy season and I thought, how hard could it be? Famous last words. It was like trying to ride a bull through a china shop. The discharge during peak flow can reach up to 10,015 cubic metres per second. That is a lot of water. I ended up clinging to a tree branch like a terrified koala, re-evaluating my life's choices. Now, let us talk about the Mun River's trusty sidekick, the Chai River. No, not a trendy herbal tea, you hipsters. It is the Mun River's main tributary, joining in Kantarak district, Sisaket province. Together, they form a watery, dynamic duo that would make Batman and Robin jealous. Still not impressed? Hold on to your knickers. The Mun River is home to at least 270 confirmed fish species. That is right. It is like an underwater zoo. Moreover, let me tell you, some of these fish look like a committee of drunk aliens designed them. Nevertheless, it is not all fishy fun and frolic, oh no. Humans, being the inventive little saboteurs we are, have polluted the river through agricultural runoff and industrial waste. High levels of dissolved organic carbon and other nasties now sully the waters. We are turning a vital river into a muddy, slow-moving cocktail. Cheers to that, eh? Yet, despite our best efforts to ruin it, the Mun River remains a vital artery in the lifeblood of northeast Thailand. It navigates farmland, supports fisheries, and during certain seasons it is even navigable. Although navigating it in the rainy season is about as wise as juggling chainsaws blindfolded. Now, a little trivia for you. During the Vietnam War, American airmen stationed at Ubon Ratchathani Air Base dubbed the Mun River after that soppy Andy Williams tune, because apparently even the muddy Thai river can seem romantic when you are far from home. Speaking of romance, the Mun River has captured the hearts of many locals. It has appeared in songs, books and movies. Around here it is a celebrity. Personally, I would rather have a river named after me than a Hollywood star. At least the river does not have to worry about botched plastic surgery or tabloids. Now, brace yourself. The Mun carries about 26 cubic kilometres of water per year. That is enough to fill over 10 million Olympic swimming pools. So next time you complain about your water bill, remember this show-off river's doing laps around us all. However, it is not just about the quantity. The Mun River is a critical part of the Mekong River ecosystem, a supporting actor that never gets top billing, but without whom the entire production falls apart. Reminds me a bit of myself in this video. So, what is the point of all this rambling? Simple. The Mun River is not just water, it is life. It nourishes communities, supports biodiversity, and yes, occasionally wreaks havoc when the monsoon comes knocking. It is a force of nature, quite literally. It is also a metaphor for life itself. Starts small, grows stronger, faces challenges, and eventually merges with something greater. Moreover, along the way, it sustains, surprises, and sometimes makes a mess of everything it touches. A bit like me after a particularly spicy Thai meal, if we are being honest. So, next time you find yourself in Isaan, take a moment to sit by the Mun River. Watch it carry the stories of generations past, and quite possibly a fair bit of plastic waste because, well, humans. Furthermore, if you are feeling brave, hop into a boat. Just avoid the rainy season unless you are after an impromptu white water adventure. Furthermore, for heaven's sake, bring mosquito repellent. Those little bloodsuckers make Dracula look like a teetotaler. Therefore, my conclusion. The Mun River is fascinating, powerful, and not to be underestimated. Much like life, or me if I'm in a bad mood. Now, if you will excuse me, all this talk of water has me needing to visit the little boy's room, or as we say in Thai, Hong Nam, which literally translates a water room. How fitting. Until next time, stay safe, stay dry, and try not to fall in any river. Bye bye.